Previously on Big Brother 6. The house was divided.
What's going to happen is this. It's going to be you and Howie, me and Janelle, James and Sarah, final 6.
And Kaser's alliance sent Eric packing.
Eric, you have been evicted from the Big Brother house.
But when Eric's partner Maggie won head of household...
Congratulations, Maggie!
She used her nominations to avenge Eric's eviction.
I nominated James and Kaser.
In hope of saving himself, James played both sides.
I need you, Rachel, putting Howie and Rachel. You got my hand on the Bible.
I was trying to regain some help from Maggie's side of the house.
But at the veto competition, Sarah came to James's rescue.
Congratulations, Sarah.
And James went back on his promise to Yvette.
If I get HOH, I have to get rid of Maggie.
James has died to me.
At the veto meeting,
I do have to use the veto.
Sarah ensured James's safety.
I must replace it with Janelle.
Who will be evicted next, Kaser or Janelle? And how will the house react when another shocking twist to the Summer of Secrets is revealed? Find out live tonight on Big Brother 6.
Good evening, I'm Julie Chen. Welcome to Big Brother 6. It's day 33, and with the Big Brother house divided down the middle, both sides are waging a battle for control. Right now, let's take a live look inside. After winning head of household, Maggie, the emergency room nurse from Las Vegas, Nevada, sought revenge for her partner Eric and nominated 2 of the house guests responsible for his eviction. James, the loss prevention manager from Atlanta, Georgia, and Kaser, the graphic designer from Irvine, California. But the golden power of veto changed everything. Desperate to save her partner and boyfriend James from the chopping block, Sarah fought for and won the veto. She removed James, and in his place, Maggie nominated Kaser's close friend Janelle, the cocktail waitress from Miami Beach, Florida. Tonight, we'll reveal yet another big twist in the Summer of Secrets, and you, the viewers, will be a part of it. America will have the chance to turn the Big Brother game upside down. We'll have more on this latest secret in a little while. But first, Janelle and Kaser may be on the block. However, James is unaware that he is also in the spotlight this week. After a major betrayal, will James's actions leave an opening for Janelle or Kaser to save themselves?
I'm sure it seems very obvious to most everybody here what I will do with the veto. I do have to use the veto on James. Because the veto has been used and James is off the block, I must replace it with Janelle.
Me and Kaser became really close in this house, and it's horrible that we're on the block together.
Kaser and Janie are the 2 most experienced people on the chopping block. Each been up there twice now. I mean, it just seems like those chairs are meant for them. I think their names are on them permanently. The one that survives that block this time is going to go on to better things.
Every single one of us is wrong on our team. I knew this was going to happen now. We needed something to humble us a little bit. We're going to lose somebody now. It's a matter of getting to the end now. I'm used to the pressure. I like it.
You know what? I'm going to keep playing this game until I leave. I'm going to play this game to the best of my ability.
How funny would it be if the 4 of them vote to keep Kaser and we 4 vote to keep Janelle? That'll let Janelle know you're 2. It'll be very interesting.
Keeping Kaser or Janelle in the house, there are both, advantages and disadvantages. Hey, Kaser, can I talk to you real quick?
Yeah, sure.
You know, they both are strong players, and I'm worried that I would be put up next week if either one of those won HOH. Why should I not vote to evict you? Why should I want you here?
Because I feel like I've been honest with you.
Okay. If you won HOH next week, would you put me up on the block?
No, because you're not who I'm after.
Where is James playing this at this point? Is he...
Oh, she's going to save someone else.
I just think it is so amazing what people will do or say to backstab the hell out of your own people. 1 week, someone saying, oh yeah, I would never put this person up. And now people are coming and giving suggestions on who should go up. And it's none of us that they've suggested.
You got my hand on the Bible. I can HOH.
I said to him, you become HOH, you swore on the Bible, and you take out Howie and Rachel.
It's just like...
Who are these people?
You're smart, Kaser. You're smart.
I had a conversation with April in the bedroom. She told me that someone from my end isn't playing a clean game. Slowly but surely I started to realize it was James. James has not only stabbed me in the back, but he stabbed the entire team in the back. Is that forgivable? Absolutely not.
I think James hasn't been too faithful to us. He's like, if you save my ass, I'm willing to give you Rachel and Howie.
I was not happy to find out about the betrayal of James. When someone swears their allegiance and alliance to me and then they're stabbing me in the back, that bothers me. Now both sides want him out of here. We're going to have a scheme to get rid of him.
You and I shouldn't really be discussing it. Apparently you've been told everything. This is what I have to say to you. I can't do it alone. I can't beat him. As much as our groups don't like each other, we need to come together for one reason.
That would make my personal goal. I was to take him out if I was here.
I was trying to tell Maggie, if I'm kept behind, I will definitely seek vengeance against James. It was very drastic, but I knew I had to do something to save myself.
I know that it benefits James for Kaser to leave. Kaser wants to stay. He says to take out James.
To pay back James.
There's no way we could take the chance of letting two heads of the snake stay. No. I'm not here to tell anyone how to vote.
Are you sure this isn't a strategy for them to just...
Trust me, they really wanted to get rid of him over me. They were so gunning for his ends. You can't win, I'll be pissed.
When I found out what James had done to us, it made me sick to my stomach. After everything that Kaser had done for him, he sold all of us out just to save his own ass. The house has really changed since the last time I've been on the block, and I'm scared that I could be the one leaving.
I know. If I stayed, I could do so well at this game.
Being on the block with a friend of yours is terrible. I'm not sure exactly what to do at this point because I would love to stay behind and make sure James leaves this house.
It's time to go to the living room and see how the house guests are doing. Hello, everyone. Hi. Jennifer.
Yes.
Hello.
Hi.
Now, last week, you all found out that if a pair makes it to the end of the game, the winner will go home with $1 million. What would you do with all that money?
Wow. Well, we were saying we were going to share it with each other, but we were told we can't do that. I would probably, we all agreed we wanted to work with charities when we were out of here, so might give a little to that and then some personal things.
Sounds good. Thank you, Jennifer. April, you recently celebrated a birthday in the house. Happy belated birthday.
Thank you.
And you received a card from your husband.
Yeah.
What was it like to hear from Matt after all this time?
He is the most wonderful thing in this world, first of all. It was so great. It's when you're locked up in here, you don't know if anyone's out there. And just to hear from him, and even though he was so professional in his card, but just to hear, that him and Pepperoni do support me, and it was the best thing that could have ever happened in this house. So,
I'm glad to hear it. You're welcome. Sarah, you won the Golden Power Veto, and you used it to remove James from the nomination block. How does it feel knowing your boyfriend is going to be staying for another week?
It's fabulous. I was really scared that he was going to go home, and I just, at this point, it doesn't matter about making it to the end. I just want to spend a couple more weeks with him, so I'll be happy.
Thank you. Yvette.
Yes.
From your unique bread pudding to your makeshift bird feeder, you are definitely the inventor of the Big Brother house. But what I want to know is what invention you are most proud of.
I think I have to be most proud of my ghetto slide, which I and Bo were the only successful ones trying it. Jen completely destroyed the meaning behind ghetto slide, but that is by far the one that I'm proudest of.
You want to just briefly tell us what that is again? You just cut up some plastic hefty bags, was it?
Yes.
Sprayed it down?
Yes, I opened up some garbage bags and I held them down with weights, sprayed some water across, ran across the backyard, and
good to go. All right. Thank you, Yvette. Thank you, everyone. And I'll talk with you again in a little while.
Thanks,
Coming up, Eric the firefighter may be gone, but he is far from forgotten. How is Eric's partner and current HOH, Maggie, keeping his memory alive? And later, who will be walking out the front door, Janelle or Kaser? Tonight's live eviction is just minutes away. Stay with us. Eric hasn't lived in the Big Brother house for a week, but that hasn't stopped him from continuing to impact the game. How is Eric's alliance carrying on his legacy, and what influence does this former house guest still have? Eric, you have been evicted from the Big Brother house.
When Cappy left this house,
Win. All right?
my heart left with him. This house is so empty without Cappy. And so Yvette is completely lost in this game without Cappy.
I promised him I wouldn't cry for him.
Why did you make that promise? You know? Why was Yvette crying before?
Eric.
So stupid.
He's a martyr. He's saying Eric lit.
Yes, that's the best thing we have done in this house.
He was a good man, and we were evil. You know, we were Satan's helpers, cutting down the saint.
That's all it needs. When these Looney Tunes going on winning for Cappy, who the hell wants to see that?
No.
Cappy is still here in spirit. And our keys that are up in the memory board, mine is inside of Cappy's, and everybody else is piled on top. He is still here. We are playing for him.
You see her put her key in his slot?
Yeah.
How?
During the food competition, did you hear what she said?
Yeah.
If only Eric was here.
Oh, God.
The food competition. Yvette was having problems with it.
Last night he went outside and tried to blank the dog.
Where's Cappy?
Oh, okay. Just pick a word, dumbass.
He's grieving.
One of our fun pastimes is making fun of Eric.
You know, imitating him and going, you know, walking around all mad. No, Maggie, no, you know, because I guess he's a shorter person per se.
Maggie! He's gone. We're thrilled, and I hope that he's having fun watching us at home now.
Next week, if one of us gets it, Maggie goes. Maggie's the only scary person on that team. Dude, I don't think she's that much of a threat, to be honest. She can't perform, dude. She's Eric. She's little Eric.
Now that Eric's gone, Maggie's obviously taken over. She wears his clothes, she wears his hat.
Everyone knows what this means.
Eric would, at 11:30 at night, on the dot, say, "Lights out, bitches."
She has the rats to her control.
I'm sure that Cappy's last days, he put together a program manual for Maggie, you know, take out people in this order for this reason.
I think since Cappy wanted it so bad, we should carry it out the way he wanted.
I'm going to do exactly what Cappy wants. Cappy was like, don't be a softie.
Yeah,
That's what he was talking about.
And I was thinking, like, the Cappy would not want you to be sitting here crying, sulking over it.
I hope Eric's proud of the way that I'm playing the game. You know, I know Eric's proud of the way that I'm playing the game.
The ghost of Cappy's past is definitely in this house, especially late at night when most of the house guests are sleeping. I get that tingling in the back of my neck, so, you know, kind of feeling the hairs are standing up.
Isn't the house so much smaller with Eric on? What the hell was that?
Good night, Cappy.
Good night, Cappy.
Not Cap. My Cappinator.
11:30, lights out, bitches!
Let's talk to the current HOH, Maggie, who is alone in the head of household bedroom. Hi, Maggie.
Hi, Julie.
Now remember, the other house guests cannot hear you, so feel free to speak openly and honestly.
Okay.
Great. Now, Maggie, your partner, Eric, left the house last week.
Yes.
How important was it for you to avenge his eviction?
It was more important than I want to admit that it was. I want to say that I'm playing 100% strategically, but I absolutely believe that part of me personally is trying to get back at the people responsible for his departure.
Right, because you and Eric are obviously close friends. You were quite upset when he was evicted.
Absolutely.
So how much do you miss him?
Oh, I miss him so much. He's the only person in this house that I can talk to, that knows me, I mean, you lose, it's not just losing a partner or a friend, it's just losing someone you're close to. It's a big deal.
Absolutely. Now, you said James and Kaser were two of the more powerful players in the game.
Correct.
Do you think having nominated them will make you a target?
Oh, I think I'm absolutely a target in this game. I know James has mentioned on more than 20 different counts that he'll be coming for me. And, you know, I'm ready. I'm not scared.
Sounds like police talk. Speaking of James, you gave him the impression that you are a police officer. Do you think he believes you? And is this a strategy?
You know, this is funny to me. I did not give him the impression I was a police officer. I gave him the impression that he can't read me and that I had the ability to read other people. And he assumed that that wasn't part of the ER nurse's job, which is foolish on his part. So, and I'm having fun with it. If you want to think I'm a cop, sure, you know.
Thank you, Maggie. And you can rejoin your fellow housemates downstairs in the living room.
Thank you.
You're welcome. When we return, James and Sarah's romance is heating up the Big Brother house. What do the people who know them best think about the way they're playing the game? And do they think their relationship will last? We have inside information from James and Sarah's families. And we'll reveal the next twist in this Summer of Secrets. It's a surprise that will send shockwaves through the house. But first, it is eviction night. Maggie, the current head of household, is not allowed to vote. Neither are nominees Janelle and Kaser. As always, all votes are cast in secret in the diary room. Let's listen in as Howie, Sarah, Rachel, and Yvette prepare to vote.
Janelle and I will never get along. My issues with her go beyond all the fake things to her.
She's not perfect, but I'm not going to hold that against her. And unfortunately, other house guests are going based on emotion, and that's going to hurt them in the end.
I don't really know what's going through her head all the time, which kind of worries me. She might turn against James and I.
Janelle's just maybe misunderstood. People, they judge her, but if you get to sit down with Janie, she's a good-hearted person.
Kaser has got to go because he got rid of Cappy. It's both on a personal and a strategic level.
I love Kaser. He's the smartest guy around, has some great plans, but he puts himself, me, and my other, people in jeopardy because he likes to, celebrate the touchdown too early.
Kaser really knows how to keep the other side on their toes. He just makes them nervous.
Unfortunately for Kaser, he had a good hand, but he showed all his cards.
Welcome back to Big Brother 6. James and Sarah are young, in love, and competing for more than $1 million. How do their families think they're doing in the game, and will their relationship survive beyond the Big Brother house?
I figure I'm 23 years old. I'll be married maybe right before I turn 25. I'll have babies around 27. My husband's got to be like the coach of like the Little League.
I hate baseball.
Hey, you, look at me. Real quick. You remember seeing Uncle James on the TV?
With James and Sarah, you're in close proximity like this, and especially when you're vying for something, it can either hurt or help a relationship.
I think Sarah is pretty much the ideal girl for James. James's track record with women is long. He seemed to get bored with the girls that he dated, but with Sarah it seems like it might last.
Thanks. That's my 23-year-old girlfriend.
The neighborhood Sarah grew up in is a nice suburban neighborhood and relaxed and comfortable and much different than the Big Brother house that she's living in now. Sarah may come off sweet and innocent, but she's a tough cookie.
Sarah can handle anything that's thrown to her.
I told you that Janelle wants her off.
I believe Sarah's honesty is her best quality.
It's not in her nature to be a liar and to deceive people and to go behind people's backs or to backstab anybody.
Sarah's relationship with James, it's a new relationship. They've only been dating for 4 months, and we thought he was a great guy.
Sarah, first of all, is never going to win HOH. She just can't do anything.
Watching James be critical of Sarah, I watched my wife's blood pressure go up.
You have a very smart girlfriend.
So we're hoping that that's not his real personality, that's his game face, and that he's a little bit more upright and truthful than he appears to be on the show.
Cauliflower. C-O-L-I-F-L-O-W-E-R. Cauliflower. I don't know.
That is incorrect, Sarah.
She let me down. She murdered cauliflower.
James is more competitive, but Sarah knows how important his competitive nature is. Despite all the things I say about him being a manipulator and being a liar, he's a pretty good big brother.
There's a good side of James, and there's a kindness. I tried to teach James, as well as my other children, the Catholic faith. Religion gives you strength.
You got my hand on the Bible. If I could HOH.
When I see James not being as honest as we would like, we know that that's part of the game and not something I would think and hope that he wouldn't do very often on the outside.
James, I can say I really hope he'd pick Sarah over money, but I can't say for sure.
I can't lose him. I feel like I just want to cry just thinking about it.
I think that if they can handle the pressure of being in that Big Brother house and still come away from that, and the relationship just makes it through that, they'll do okay on the outside.
I love you.
Yeah, whatever. Realize you're making me bring emotion into this game.
Why are you doing it? You said you weren't going to.
'Cause I love you.
You love me.
It's a summer of secrets, and it's time to reveal another twist in the Big Brother game. After tonight, 4 house guests will have been evicted, but for one of them, the game isn't over yet. Next week, an evicted player will be voted back into the Big Brother house, but the house guests won't be making this dramatic decision. That power is in your hands. It will be America's choice. Coming up, we'll tell you how you can vote to send someone back into the house and give them a second chance at playing the game. Plus, we'll reveal this shocking twist to the house guests. How will they react when they find out someone they thought was gone for good will be returning? But first, the 4th house guest will be evicted tonight. Will it be Janelle or Kaser? Tonight's live eviction is coming up. For now, let's go back to the diary room and listen in on Bo, Jennifer, James, and April.
We all know that Kaser does have it out for James, so Kaser could definitely assist us in getting rid of James as soon as possible.
This is so hard.
I think Kaser and I are friends enough to where he'd keep me around longer than the other people. I feel that I've formed somewhat of a bond with him.
He is a fierce competitor. No matter what you tell him strategically, he's still going to have his own plan, which is scary.
For some reason, I feel like this is very important.
Janelle really can't be trusted, and she's a big manipulator. She'll stab you in the back in a heartbeat.
Sometimes she can get on my nerves because, you know, she's all about me, 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 me.
This is one of those potential turning points.
Janelle is definitely a strong player, and on top of that, she's not the cleanest person in the world.
Damn it.
Welcome back. We are moments away from tonight's live eviction. Who will be walking out the front door? Janelle, the cocktail waitress from Miami Beach, Florida, or Kaser, the graphic designer from Irvine, California? Remember, tonight's evicted house guest may surprise the others by moving back into the house next week. Let's head to the living room and talk with the two nominees. Janelle, Kaser, one of you will be evicted tonight. You now have the chance to say some final words to your housemates. Janelle, you're up first.
Thanks, Julie. I just want to say thank you to my friends and family for watching me and supporting me in this wonderful game. And to the house guests, I just want to wish you guys good luck in the game and also in life. And I know you guys all do great.
Thanks, Janelle. Thanks, Julie. Kaser, it's your turn.
Okay, well, I just wanted to thank everyone just the same. It's been a pleasure and a great opportunity to really get to know each and every one of you. And everyone's unique and very special to me now. Whatever happens today, it doesn't change anything. I look forward to seeing you one day.
Thank you, Kaser. I will now reveal the voting results. Just a reminder, when I reveal the vote, the evicted house guests will have 1 minute to say goodbye, gather their belongings, and walk out the front door. By a vote of 7 to 1, Kaser, you have been evicted from the Big Brother house.
Let's see here. Hey, Rachie, hey, Sarah, Jamie and James and Howie. What up, Kaser?
I got the hat, the shirt back to you, socks.
Underwear.
And all the underwear. You can have. Oh, sorry.
Oh, Jenny.
Oh, Jenny. Good luck, Kaser.
Hi, Kaser. You can drop your bag down there. Come on up.
Nice to meet you.
Please have a seat.
Not a good look for him.
I love you, Kaser, even though you're green.
You know what? Green is his color. He's got green eyes. Look at that.
It's going to be a competition between Janelle and what was her name? Huh? What was her name? The other one? No. Amy. What about Amy?
Kaser.
Yes.
When you were HOH, you targeted Eric. Do you think that's why you're sitting here tonight?
I don't know if I really did target Eric. My intention was to stir up the house and to really change things.
Did you target anyone?
I targeted Eric. I targeted the people around Eric, I think. And my final goal wasn't to take Eric out. But things changed.
What was your final goal?
Just to stir things up, change the balance of power, and put a little pressure on Eric.
Well, do you regret nominating him and his partner, Maggie?
I think I leave the house with no regrets. And just whatever I did was what I wanted to happen. So.
Over the past few weeks, you and Janelle really got close inside the house. Do you think this friendship will continue when the game is all over?
I definitely think Janelle and I will be good friends. She's a very sweet girl. She's got a lot of brains, and she's got a big heart, so those are important things.
Well, now that you're gone, how do you think she's going to do without you?
I think I've prepped her pretty well, so hopefully she's a big girl. She can take care of herself.
I think you're right. Well, you got to know all of your housemates pretty well. Who do you think has the greatest chance at winning this?
I think Janelle, Howie, and Rachel have an equal chance of winning this. They're amazing people. They're strong as individuals, which is important, and they can, I think, get through anything and everything that the house guests and BB dishes out them, so they're going to do great.
If you could go back in the house, what would you do differently?
If I can go back to the house, I would definitely not give away all my secrets and not show all my cards and show people how dangerous I am.
They're scared of you. Well, it is a summer of secrets, Kaser, and anything can happen.
Anything can happen.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. And I'll talk more with Kaser tomorrow morning on The Early Show on CBS. Plus, more secret scenes from Big Brother 6. That's every Friday morning on The Early Show. And Kaser will be taking your questions live tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Pacific on House Calls, the Big Brother talk show at CBS.com. Next, it's the most powerful position in the house. Who will be the new head of household? No position has more power or responsibility than head of household. The HOH is safe for 1 week, but he or she must nominate 2 house guests for eviction. Tonight, a new HOH will be crowned. Who will it be? We're about to find out. House guests, the power is up for grabs. Maggie, as outgoing head of household, you are not eligible to compete. Tonight's game is called Eliminator. By answering a question correctly, you earn the power to eliminate another house guest from this competition. Here's how it works. I will ask a series of questions. The first person to buzz in will get to answer. You will have 5 seconds to answer when I call on you. If you don't answer in time, you will be eliminated. If you answer correctly, you must eliminate one of your housemates from this competition. You are not allowed to eliminate yourself. But think twice before you buzz in. If you answer a question incorrectly, you will be the one eliminated. And keep in mind, I will only ask a question once. Does everyone understand the rules?
Yes.
Good. Good luck, house guests.
Thanks, Julie.
Here we go. At the end of the food competition, Spelling Bee, who was selected to spin the wheel? Sarah.
Kaser.
You're correct, Sarah. Who would you like to eliminate from this competition?
It's a little crowded over here, so sorry, Jennifer. I'm going to have to eliminate you.
All right, Jen. Please have a seat on the side with Maggie. Next question. In the veto competition, High and Dry, that featured a zip line, which house guest finished with the slope? Yvette.
Cappy, Eric.
You are correct, Yvette. Who would you like to eliminate from this competition?
I vote to eliminate James.
James, you're out. Please have a seat on the side. You've been eliminated. Next question. In the veto competition, Night Moves, house guests had to move on the chessboard like what letter? Janelle.
Like the night.
That is incorrect, Janelle. You had to move like the letter L. Janelle, you've been eliminated. Please have a seat on the side. Next question. In the food competition, Spelling Bee, how many words were misspelled? Sarah.
4.
You're correct, Sarah. Who would you like to eliminate?
I would like to eliminate Yvette.
Sorry, Yvette, you're out. Have a seat on the side. How many admit one movie tickets? Howie.
6.
You're correct. Howie, who would you like to eliminate?
I eliminate Bo.
Bo, you've been eliminated. Have a seat on the side with the others. Down to 4 people left in this competition. In the veto competition, Couch Potato, what color was the on-off button? Rachel.
Red.
You're correct, Rachel. Who would you like to eliminate from this competition?
I would like to eliminate April.
Sorry, April. Please step down. Have a seat on the side with the others. When Jennifer won the bonus prize in the food competition Matching Munchies, which 2 numbers were revealed for the safe? Rachel.
46 and 57.
You are correct, Rachel. Who would you like to eliminate from this competition?
I choose to eliminate Sarah.
Sorry, Sarah. You've been eliminated. And we are down to Rachel and Howie. One of you is about to become the new head of household. In the veto competition, Couch Potato, the television set had to land on what channel? Howie.
Channel 5.
You are correct. Congratulations, Howie. You are the new head of household. Maggie, please give Howie the keys to your HOH bedroom. The house guests are in for a shock. When we return, we'll reveal to everyone the next twist in the Summer of Secrets. That someone they thought was gone for good will be returning. Now that Howie is head of household, who will he put on the chopping block? Find out Saturday at 8. And Tuesday at 9, will the golden power veto be used to save one of the 2 nominees? Then, I'll be back 1 week from tonight at 8 for the next live eviction. Plus, we'll reveal who America has chosen to send back inside the house. And we'll see that person walk through the front door live. Remember, the house guests have no idea that an evicted player will be returning. Let's go back to the living room and talk with the new HOH and let everyone in on this latest secret. Howie.
Yes, Julie.
Congratulations on winning head of household. How important was it for you to win this week?
Well, I don't want to shock viewers or anybody, but this morning when I was having breakfast, Yvette said, Howie, I had this dream that you were going to win HOH today. And it came true, and, you know, Kaser loaned me his hat today that I gave to him, his shirt, and most importantly, he loaned me his underwears, and I got it done for him.
Enough. How excited are you, Howie, to move into the HOH bedroom?
It's about time. It's been a couple months now. I'm just, you know, snorers, people, you know, waking me up at all hours of the night, and I could use, you know, a good night's sleep, peace and quiet, Julie.
All right. Well,
Thank
congratulations.
You. Thanks, Julie.
Now, house guests, as you know, this is a Summer of Secrets. And I'm going to reveal another secret to you right now.
Okay, I love it.
Since the game has started, 4 people have been evicted. But they have not gone home. In fact, they have been sequestered in separate locations since their eviction. Like all of you, they have been cut off from the outside world. No television, no internet, no information on what's been going on within the Big Brother game. Why have we done all of this? Because next week, one of the house guests will be coming back. It will be either Michael, Eric, or Kaser. Ashley left sequestered, so she is no longer eligible to come back to the game.
Uh-oh. Insidious.
Yes, a former housemate is moving back inside the Big Brother house. Which one? That decision will be up to the viewers. It's America's choice, and for the next week, viewers will vote to determine which house guest will be returning to have a second chance at the game.
Vote for Eric. Eric.
Sorry.
Have a good night, everyone.
Thanks, Julie.
Who would you like to see go back inside the house? You can start voting right now. Here's more information on how to cast your vote.
It's America's choice. You have the power to change the course of the game. Which evicted house guest do you want back in the Big Brother house? Go to CBS.com to vote, or use your mobile phone and text the number 1 to vote for Michael, 2 for Eric, 3 for Kaser. Send it to CBS TV. That's 22788. Vote now. Polls close Wednesday, August 10th at 12 p.m. Pacific.
Let's eavesdrop and see how everyone is reacting to this latest twist. From outside the Big Brother house, I'm Julie Chen. Good night.
Nothing. Oh my God! Congratulations, Howie.
Thank you. Thank you.
What if Michael comes back?
Can you imagine?
No, then I lose you, Janie. Screw him.